Today I want to talk about deer cane. So a question that comes up with minerals and attractants and the whole ordeal is, do they work? Does deer cane work? Well, this right here is the aftermath of our deer cane. Back in the spring, I put my first gallon of deer cane right here in this spot. This is back in our deer sanctuary, and I have a trail camera right here. There's always deer back here, tons of deer every year. I know that for a fact. I've seen them out of the stand, never shot them out of it, but I've seen them. Trail cameras have showed lots of deer back here, including a lot of big buck. So I chose this spot for my first deer cane site. I put a gallon of it right there back in the spring, let it go for 30 days. Came back and checked the camera. There were deer hitting it. I knew there were deer hitting it. I had a camera to prove it. So after that 30 days was up, I did the recommended thing and I came back and reapplied it. So I put another gallon of deer cane on it. After that gallon, that's when the hole appeared. That camera right there showed deer coming in, coming down, coming this way, coming all which ways, literally digging and eating the dirt and trying to get to that deer cane. Now, it's not the biggest mineral site. It's not the most elaborate, it's not the craziest, but for spending 15 bucks on a gallon of liquid that all I have to do is pour on the ground, I say it did its job. Now, there's a lot of uses for deer cane. You could use it for just supplying minerals to your deer. You could use it for what I was using it for, trying to just take inventory. And three, another reason I use it is just kind of to use it as a central location to see deer, which goes back to taking inventory. Just this is a central area, this whole area down here. And I wanted to put the deer cane there to kind of draw the deer into one centralized location right in front of the trail camera to see what's coming down here. Since putting the deer cane out back in the spring, I've gotten lots and lots of deer pictures. There's deer through there all the time. One specific deer was a pregnant doe that became pretty territorial over the site, and she pretty much just claimed it as her own. Also had a few young bucks moving through, as well as the most amount of foxes I've ever seen in my life, as well as one coyote. So if your question is, does deer cane work? I would say yes. I would say it compares equally to stuff like trophy rock, crushed trophy rock, your regular molasses or molasses blocks. It compares a lot to that. It comes in a gallon jug. It's a liquid. You rake the leaves away, you pour it there, and you let it do its thing. I would say it was worth it for the money that I spent on it. It's really not that expensive, and it's not that hard to do. If you got a couple acres in the back of your property and you want to see what's moving through there throughout the summer, put a trail camera out, get some deer cane, pour it out, just see what happens. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm not saying it's going to solve your issues for small bucks. I'm not going to say it's going to always attract deer, but it's an attractant designed for deer. Deer are going to be gravitated towards minerals. I have proof that the deer were coming to the deer cane all spring, all summer, and I know it works. So if you want to try deer cane out for yourself, click the link in the description to get started. I'll also include trophy rock and molasses blocks that I use. Nothing super fancy, another 5, 10, 15 bucks here and there. They all do the same thing. Just depends what you want to do. So click the link to the description, check them out, see what you want to try, see if they work for yourselves. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.